This video is brought to you by Ageless Geeks.
Cowabunga dudes and dudettes, this is Anthony, aka Batbomb82, and today I'll be doing a review of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Casey Jones, and Raphael in Disguise 2-pack from NECA. Now, taking a look at the front, we can see that the figures are showcased in a large window box packaging. Turning the box around, we can see some really cool images and panels showcasing the figure in multiple positions with their different interchangeable parts and accessories. So with the box out of the way, let's crack these figures open and see what we have inside. Alright guys, so first up I want to take a look at Raphael here first, since this is kind of just like a re-release with additional things. I mean, hey, he's got a new hat. So that's cool, but for the most part, it does feel like it's the exact same figure, but I do like what we've got here with the soft goods trench coat here, which looks really nice. Really digging the stitching and the little buttons and things, the little buckle right there. The strap comes all the way through. You can actually thread that through like that. He is rocking his little backpack right there. This really kind of reminds me of those old Turtles in Disguise figures that we got from back in the day when they wore the trench coats and the hats, and unfortunately he doesn't have that rubber really awkward human mask, but totally fine. That's pretty much what these were based on, so I think it's really cool. I love the detail of that. It looks like you can pull the backpack off. It is a separate piece. It doesn't feel like it's glued or anything like that, so you can pull that off if you like. You can also pull the entire coat off, and you can kind of see this looks really creepy, doesn't it? But it looks nice. Again, you're going to get pretty much a standard TMNT movie figure like that, just with this trench coat over it like so, and it looks really nice. I really do dig the detailing of the hat like that. You can see all the texture and the things like that with that wrap around there. All looks really, really good. You can take it off, and you can see that you can thread his like bandana piece over here like that, and I'll explain that shortly, but it looks really good. And it does seem to be the different head sculpts here. It looks like they seem to be the exact same head sculpt. Yeah, I don't think there's any real difference. There does seem to be a little more yellow right here, more on the beak area compared to the first release, but they do otherwise seem like the exact same sculpt. Maybe the difference in just a little bit in the paint, but that's about it. But still looks really, really good. Really digging this guy quite a bit. Okay, so let's talk his accessories real quick. So we do get things like interchangeable bandanas. You can pull this forward and pull this out right here. It's just on a little peg like that, and you can see how that one rests around the shoulders. Then you can take different types of bandanas that we do get here packaged like so, just flared in different ways. You could take that and plug it in like so, like that, get that on there, so you kind of have it flared out to the side and whatnot. Again, we've seen these with the 4 movie packs that we've gotten before, same like that, and it kind of looks like you can put the hat on like that if you wanted to, because there's a hole back there with the hat. You can kind of see that in there, and then it looks like you should be able to peg this through the hat like that. I'm guessing that's how that's supposed to work. It's tricky. I've tried messing with it. I don't know if that's exactly what you're supposed to do, but I would kind of figure that's what it's for. So I'm gonna try and do this on camera. This is really hard on camera, so let me just yeah, that's a pain in the butt. So okay, so I tried doing it. It was just not happening. I tried. I felt like I was gonna break the peg on the bandanas, so I'm not even gonna try it no more. I'm not even gonna ever use that. I just kind of want to just have this rested on the head like so, like that, and that's exactly how it's gonna be displayed. So I don't even care about that option. But we do get interchangeable hands. You see, you got gripping hands right here. We got the more flared fingers like so. What I do like, we get these hands, which are actually some of my favorites. You can just switch these out on a standard peg like that and pop these ones in, because we also do get his sai, which I absolutely love. And then you can hold these in the standard gripping hand like so, but what these hands are specifically for, these are the ones where you can actually slide through like that and hold it like that so we can slide it through his finger. I love that. I think a lot of us fans, that's one of our favorite poses, to put Raphael with the side going through the fingers like that. So I think that's really, really awesome. I'll take this off right here. And then we also do get a slice of pizza. This looks like this to be the same slice of pizza that we've seen before with the previous release figures. You can see some olives and some peppers, sausages, and things like that. I think that's really, really cool. Love this kind of stuff when we get these little extra bits and accessories and things like that. You can really pretty much hold that in either hand and do whatever you want with it. So I think it's really, really cool. Yeah, so that's all the accessory we get for Raphael. Okay, so now let's run down his articulation real quick. So if you have any of the other movie turtles, you're gonna know what you're gonna get. It's basically the same thing. Head's on a ball joint, rolls around, left and right, up and down, pivot side to side. Arms can go all the way up, down, up and out, rotation at the bicep, double jointed elbows are really nice, rotation at the wrist, as well as a hinge at the wrist. We do get a ball peg in the midsection, so it rolls around, does twist around a little bit, pivots a tiny bit, and crunches back and forth. We got hip joints that kick forward that far, back that much, splits out about that far like that. We got rotation at upper thigh. We got double jointed knees that have been just past 90, even with this little pad here. We got ankle just go up, down, and a very nice ankle rocker. So overall, I think Raphael's pretty good. Again, this is pretty much just a re-release with extra stuff being like the trench coat, the backpack, and the hat. But if you are a giant fan of that scene like I am, I love this movie. It is one of my all-time favorite movies growing up. And this is such an iconic scene. I mean, come on, man. It's Raphael, huh? Yeah, a little too Raph. Welcome to Pain 101. Your instructor's Casey Jones. Dude, this is why... Welcome to Pain 101. Your instructor's Casey Jones. I don't want to fight you. This is such a good figure, man. I love this. This is the piece, a reason why you picked up this set, right? I love that Raphael figure, but it is just a re-release for the most part. This is why you got him. I always loved Casey Jones. He's a super big fan favorite, and the fact that we finally got him in the movie form is pretty dope, and he looks incredible. The mask came out so well done. I love how it's more polished. You can see the eyes back there. I think it looks really, really good. The hair is awesome with the straps. I just love that. It's a little disappointing that we couldn't get an unmasked version, and I get that about the likeness rights or whatever else it may be, but it's still really freaking awesome, man. I really should pick up that replica Casey Jones mask from NECA. I think that thing's really cool. But the suit, everything else looks great. The little shirt, little V-neck right here because he's a total dude. The vest looks awesome. All the wrinkles and folds and a little dry brushing and the tattering at the arms right here. The folding of the sleeves all looks really, really good. The detail on this guy is insane. And what I love even with NECA, like they do like the musculature and the texture of like skin and things like that. Super nice. I love this, man. The gloves look really good. I don't think I've ever realized, but the dude is just rocking sweatpants. Like, I don't think I ever really paid attention to that. And getting this figure in my hand, I'm like, huh, he's just wearing sweatpants, like jogging sweats. I don't know, but it's really, really funny to me. Really nice sneakers on here, look really good. Got peg holes at the bottom. This guy just looks amazing, man. Again, this is the reason you picked up the set, and he is just not disappointing. Okay, so let's talk his accessories now. So we do got gripping hands, you see that I have on right here. We got things like closed-fisted hands. We got hands where a little more open with the fingers like pointed out. We got these this type of gripping hand for holding like two-handed poses, even holding a slice of pizza, things like that. So we got all the hands that we really need for this figure, and they actually do interchange fairly easily. They're just on that straight peg that we normally see with NECA type figures, and it works very well. We also do get his little holster here for all his cool little sports gear. So we can actually lift up this arm like this and then put it over the shoulder like so. So we can get that right there like that, and boom. Now, one thing you guys must note, it actually goes over his left shoulder like this because that's how he actually had it in the movie. It goes over to that side like so. So just a little fun fact for you guys. Okay, so now let's see like all the different things that he comes with, because he comes with a ton of gear. So let me get this guy kind of standing right here like so. Okay, so one thing we do get is this really cool golf club. This thing is actually really clean. I love the way this looks, the detail on that, the black, the silver, the handle looks really, really nice. All that looks really good. One thing I will say, this thing is very flimsy and feels like it could be fairly brittle, so just be careful. I feel like this is going to be the easiest piece to break in this entire set, so just be careful when you're playing around with it. And yeah, you don't want this snapping on you because it's such a thin piece of plastic. I can totally see that happening. We also do get a hockey stick right here. This is really, I love the wrapping. I can see even the wrapping is textured like that. I dig this a lot, man. It looks really, really cool. I'm not sure what that brand is. Jester? No. So, am I having this backwards? No, like that. Sartor. I don't know if that's a real brand or not. I'm not a big hockey dude, so I'm not even sure what that is, but it looks really, really good, and this just looks amazing. We also do get a goalie stick, which is really cool too. And again, I don't know what that says under there, but again, the wrapping looks really good. Really digging this big beefy thing in here. I love this. Such a great accessory. That's gonna be one you could totally two-hand and just looks awesome. What's really cool too, we got a Jose Canseco bat. Tell me you didn't pay money for this. I love the fact we get 2, because he totally rocks 2 in the movie and just whoops on Raph. I mean, this is awesome. And again, you see the wrapping on there. Looks really, really cool. You can actually hold these, again, 2 gripping hands. You get them on both sides, which is really nice, like this, and get them right here like that. And you can get some really cool two-handed poses and things like that. So it's really, really nice. You can actually take all these off right here. And you can actually put one in there, and then another one in here, and then we could take the hockey, or the golf club right there, and we can take the other hockey stick and put that in here like that, and hold them off the shoulder. But what we also do get is cricket. I love this. Cricket, you got to know what a crumpet is to understand cricket. This is super dope, dude. They gave him all his weapons, man. I love this so much. But you can see how like the wood grain and the tape wrapping all looks really super detailed, man. NECA's so good at this kind of stuff. You can actually take this in there, put it in there as well, and you can hold all his gear. Note, with all that stuff in there, you can't put this thing in because it's just too big, and it looks weird. It looks like it hangs off way too much. So if you take some of this stuff out and try and put the goalie stick in, I mean, that just hangs out there way too much. So you're mostly going to put all the more little stuff in, like all this, and get that in there like that. If I can get this in there, so, and the cricket bat like that. So you could do all the other smaller weapons in there, and then just have him like hold the goalie stick like this. So let me get that in the hands like that. Like that. Yeah, dude. And you could have him holding all his accessories. And oh my god, this thing is so badass. Okay, so now let's check out his articulation. So the head is on a ball joint, rolls around, left and right, up and down, and pivot side to side a tiny bit. Arms can go full 360 if you want on this side right here. Do like that. Up and out that far, so that looks really nice. No butterfly joint in there, but we got rotation at the elbow as well as a double jointed elbow, so bends past 90, so that's really good. Rotation at the wrist as well as a hinge at the wrist. We do get a double ball peg in the midsection, so that rolls around, does turn left and right, pivot side to side, and crunches back and forth a bit. Hip joints that kick forward about that far, back about that much, splits about that far like so. Rotation in upper thigh, single bend at the knee. Looks like it'd be double, but the way it's just sculpted, it only gets about 90 right there. Ankle joints can go up and down, and a decent ankle rocker. I wish that could be a little bit better, but these are high tops, so I get it. So it's decent. One thing I will note too is that both of these figures, you know, I know when you first open up a NECA figure, the first thing you want to do is heat it up and loosen those joints. I didn't have to do that with either of these. Maybe that's just my set, but both of these guys were butter straight out of the box, and I was so happy about that. It just opened and played right away, and that totally rhymed. No, I didn't intend to do that, but still, these guys are so much fun. I absolutely love what NECA is doing with the movie figures, and come on, man, we had to have a Casey Jones. Fingers crossed for an April O'Neil, a Judith Hogue April would be really cool. I want a Kino. I think it'd be really cool to get a Secret of the Ooze April too. That might be pretty fun. I don't know. I just want all of them. These are so awesome and definitely a must get. So for a quick size comparison, here they are standing next to a Marvel Legends Deadpool and NECA Batman figures. Also for comparison, here they are standing next to a couple other movie figures from NECA, Shredder and Splinter. And for even more comparison, here is Raphael in disguise standing next to the standard movie Raphael figure. And just for fun, here they are with little Lego Bat Bomb. So there it is, guys, my review of the Casey Jones and Raphael in Disguise 2-pack. Now overall, I think these figures are incredibly well done. NECA just does Ninja Turtles perfectly. They are giving us the toys we have all wanted since we were little kids. That Raphael is just as awesome as the original release, and I love the added addition of that soft goods coat and the hat. It is such a good figure and always has been. But man, getting a movie Casey Jones is super incredible. Very well articulated, very well sculpted, clean paint, and I love all of his weapons and accessories. The only downfall, in my opinion, is that we couldn't get an unmasked sculpt, but that's not really NECA's fault. The articulation actually worked well on all of these figures right out the box, and as we all know, with the NECA figures can be hit or miss, luckily no breakage, just totally awesome action figures of two of my favorite characters from Ninja Turtles. So please comment, like, and subscribe. Stay nerdy, my friends. Peace.